Hi everyone, it's Mags here. Thanks for joining me today. Hi Sandra, thanks for checking in. For today's practice, you could do with a strap or anything that you can use as a substitute and a block. So they're not absolutely necessary, but it will help you deepen your awareness of what's happening in your body. So go get them now and settle for the practice. That's better. Okay, so start seated or lying down. I'd suggest staying seated because then we can move straight into pranayama to balance the energies in the body before we move on to the rest of the practice. So if you can stay seated, if the energy levels allow you to do that, then stay with me. And softly close your eyes and begin tuning your attention inwards. Cultivating pratyahara, which is sometimes translated as withdrawal of the senses. So it's not about turning them off, but perhaps sometimes if you close your eyes, then you can connect to your inner body and the inner experience a little bit more. So what can you see with your eyes closed? So feel your body pressing into the mat. Place your hands somewhere on your thighs and very gently press them closer to the ground. So just to cultivate some deeper grounding through the body, feeling the weight, the strength of your body and how it's positioned on the mat. Now become aware of your breath. What does your breath tell you? What's the natural rhythm of your breath? Just simply become aware of the journey, of its depth, of its length. And then move on to the texture of your thoughts and emotions. So what's currently at the forefront of your mind? What's currently happening in your spiritual heart center? So now perhaps you want to transfer your hands and place them on your heart and your chest. Feeling and hearing the gentle heartbeat. So feeling the chest expanding as you inhale and softening as you exhale. And now ask yourself, what am I really feeling right now? How am I today? And whatever answer comes up, where can you feel it in your body? Can you feel it in your chest? Perhaps represents its tightness or expansion. Perhaps you might feel a knot in your stomach, tension in the shoulders, whatever it may be. Allow it to be exactly as it is, tuning to your inner experience and connecting to how you really are. Remember that your mat is a safe space to explore all that. So it's not all love and light. Sometimes we have to tackle, frustration, anger, boredom, resentment, whatever it may be. You can keep the hands on your heart or release them back onto your lap or your knees. And reflect on the centering thought for today. I choose to be more open and accepting. I choose to be more open and accepting. Now take a deep breath in And sigh it out. Letting go of the intention. Softly open your eyes. So you're going to start with Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, which is great for balancing the energies in your body. If you like to think about yin and yang, so the passive and active energy, the solar and lunar, feminine and masculine. So we all have both of them, but sometimes one might be a bit more dominant. So Nadi Shodhana is a great way to pacify them, as to speak. So bring the index and middle fingers on the spot between your eyebrows, and we're going to use the thumb and the ring finger. So first of all, take an inhale through both nostrils. Exhale through both nostrils. Now close off the left nostril, inhale through the right. Close the right, exhale through the left. Inhale left. Close it, exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. So we begin deepening and lengthening both inhalation and exhalation. Close your eyes, inhale right. Exhale left. One more round together, inhale. And exhale. So now do 10 rounds following your own breath and the pace, trying to keep the breath as full and long as you can. And if your mind wanders, it's perfectly fine. Just bring your awareness back to your breath. So I'll let you know when you can release the mudra. If visualizations help, you can track the journey of your breath on its way in and out. Two more rounds. And next time you breathe out through the left nostril, bring the hands down. Breathe softly and naturally through both nostrils. Soften your face, your shoulders, and feel if anything has changed, anything has shifted. And bring the hands at your heart. And one more time, tune into the quiet whispers of your heart. If you'd like to set an intention for the practice that's different to the centering thought I suggested, if you'd like to dedicate your practice to someone who might need it a bit more than you right now, then do it now. And then release the hands, open your eyes. So begin with head rolls. So slowly bring the chin down and then draw circles with your nose and your chin. So you're not flipping the head back too much, but instead you try to find openness through the front of your throat. And move slowly, tuning into the perhaps fuzzy spots in your body, in your neck. Then switch direction. Keep your eyes closed if that feels good. Deep and long breaths. There's no rush. This is you time. Don't need to think about anything that's happened today. We've got planned for the rest of the day. Bring your head back to the center and then look over one shoulder. So keep both of the shoulders down, begin firming through the abdominal wall. And you can bring the chin down and up, just exploring perhaps micro movements, if you can feel it somewhat differently. Bring the head back to the center and then look over the other shoulder. Just for now, focus about feeling good. So no effort, no striving, just simply connecting to what is. That actually sounded quite sinister when I said just for now. But sometimes we need to put a bit more work in. And then drop one ear towards the same shoulder. Can extend the left arm out. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Inhale back to the center, and then we go the other way. Inhale, center. Now grab your strap. And we're gonna do your favorite thing, shoulder flossing. So as we leading the practice towards back bending, it's good to open through the chest and release the shoulders, so then you can find more openness through the entire front of the body rather than, just the groins, for example. So grab the strap as wide as you think it's appropriate. You can adjust as you go along. Make sure that your both arms are moving at the same time. Inhale. And then exhale back. I really felt it. I don't know about you. Inhale and exhale. So keep going. You remember what I say. If you winced, it means it worked. And if you've been working more or, relaxing on the sofa, there is a chance that there's more rounding through the shoulders. And this is what can undo it. Just a few more times. Can really feel the shoulder flossing today. But this is how beautiful it is, that you have the awareness of what's happening in your body and you can distinguish between different types of practices. Okay, so now find a spot where you really feel the shoulders, keep your belly squeezed in and stay here, keeping the breath deep and long. With your exhalation, imagine that the tension is leaving the body. As you breathe in, invite freedom and space. Then find another spot where you really feel the stretch working. And stay. All is good. And don't run away from the sensations. From the sensations. I don't know why I've just said it. And then one more time from just one other spot that feels a little bit intense. Find comfort within discomfort. All is good. And then release the strap. Wow, I feel so open through the shoulders right now. Okay, so whilst we're here, we can stay on in toe squat, so make sure that the pinkies are down as well, and so getting that extra bit of plantar fascia release. And as you inhale, open through the chest, squeeze the bottom of your shoulder blades, lift the sternum up, and then as you exhale, round your back, reaching your hands forward as though you wanted to grab me. Twice more. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round your back. So one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to the center. Bring the right hand to the shoulder, lift it up, grab hold of the elbow and slide the hand between your shoulder blades. So corset your ribs in. You want to feel stretch around the bottom of the shoulder blade and through the armpit. Push the back of the head into the arm. All is good. Now release. Let's go the other way. Just open up. So feel the tugging and pulling. One side may feel different to the other. Simply observe what it's like for you. And then release. Might want to give your shoulders a little shake. Inhale, open your arms out. And as you exhale, bring the right arm underneath. And we bring double wrapping the arms for Garuda arms. So the eagle arms. So squeeze the arms together, lift the elbows up, hands go away from your face. All is good. Feel what's happening in your shoulder girdle. Lift the arms a little bit higher. And then as you exhale, round your back, squeeze your belly. And inhale, lift up into a very gentle back bend. Then release slowly. And let's go the other side. So inhale, arms out to the sides. Exhale, left arm underneath. And then we double up, double wrap even for eagle arms. So notice how this shoulder is feeling. If it's protesting or if it's actually quite content. Lean into the sensations. Release them with your breath. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, round your back, really accentuate that as you fold. And then as you inhale, come into gentle back bend and release. So come onto your hands, you can pat your feet out. And I also really felt in my feet. Clearly we haven't done toe squat in a while. So come down on your back onto the mat. Bring the feet together and open them out to the sides. So you can bring the hands on your hips or the thighs. Gently press the feet together and notice what's happening. Breathe into the chest and allow gravity to do the work of opening through the hips. Now inhale, bring the legs up, feet are parallel, fairly close to your bum. We're going to come into bridge. So then as you inhale, push down through the feet, lift the hips up, but also transfer your arms over your head. With an exhalation, very slowly begin to bring the back onto the mat, arms by your sides. So 4 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Roll the thighs in. Inhale. Exhale. In. And out. One last time. Inhale. And exhale. So pause here for a moment. You can give your knees a very gentle squeeze. And then grab your block. So we're going to come into bridge again, but this time I'm going to bring the block between your thighs. So my block is quite thick, so I need to have my feet a little bit wide if I want to put it between my thighs. And then pressing through the big toe mound. Inhale, shift the hips up. Squeeze the block so you roll the thighs in. Try to relax your glutes and push the hips up. So push down through the shoulders. breathe into your chest. 2 more rounds of breath here. Your belly is very gently engaged. And with the next exhalation, bring the hips down, remove the block, and pause here in constructive rest pose. Okay, so now we're going to roll ourselves up for a very quick Navasana. So for back bends, you don't want to do too much core, but you want to engage some, the abdominal muscles enough to support the structure and your lower back. So just keep the feet pointing, hold on to the knees, open through the chest and draw your lower belly in. So stay here, breathe. Keep the belly squeezed in, squeeze your glutes, open through the chest. All is good. And now as you inhale, come up into low boat. So shins parallel to the mat. And then hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross your legs and transition over onto all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders, fingers spread wide. And as you inhale, open through the chest, lift your tailbone up, look up. As you exhale, round your back and squeeze your belly. So inhale into cow, exhale into cat. So 3 more times, following your own breath. Visualize the work your spine is doing. Feel all the muscles that participate in this movement. And allow the breath to guide you. Then come back to the center. And inhale, lift your right arm up. Exhale, thread it underneath the left. For thread the needle, drop the side of the head down, slide your hips to the side, so to the right. You can use the left hand to push the mat away. The next inhalation, push yourself back, coming back into tabletop the other side. Inhale, left arm up, open through the shoulder. Exhale, thread it through. Slide your hips to the left. Keep the belly squeezed in and feel the twist in your thoracic spine, so in your middle back. As you inhale, come back to the center, tuck your toes under, and exhale, push back into down dog. So pedal your feet or follow whatever protocol you need for the first down dog. I'm going to stay here for 5 breaths. So settle if you can, push down through the fingertips, draw your lower belly in and lift your tailbone up. Roll the triceps in to broaden through the shoulder blades. 2 more rounds of breath. And then slowly walk your feet towards your hands, but really do it in slow-mo. And then when you're ready, as you exhale, fold. So bend your legs as much as you need to. So feel the length through the back, relaxing through the shoulders, the neck. Keep the belly drawn in, and now begin to straighten the legs. Shifting the weight onto the balls of your feet. Folding into the pelvic cavity. So your belly is engaged. And now as you inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Take your chin towards your chest. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And one more time. Inhale, half lift and stay. Extend your arms out. So push down through the legs. Your belly is engaged. Slide the shoulder blades to your hip and hold it. Keep breathing. All is good. Just a little bit more. Use your Ujjayi breath to stay grounded. And with the next exhalation, fold. So you inhale, lift up all the way to extended mountain pose. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale into fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to extended. Exhale, arms down. So let's go again, half sun salutations. Inhale up. Exhale, leading with your chest down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to find length as you rise. Exhale, Tadasana. One more time, we're adding on. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge at your hips as you fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, step back into down dog. Press down through the left foot. Inhale your right leg up, three-legged dog. So exhale, stay. Feel the strength of the pose and upliftment through the right leg. So keep reaching the foot up. Now as you inhale, shift over into plank, bringing the knee towards your chest and step the foot through between the hands or give yourself a helping hand. Now as you inhale, rise up into high lunge. Exhale, stay. Inhale here. And exhale back into three-legged dog. Open up through the hip as you exhale. So prep for wild thing. Opening up through the right side of the body. Right foot is relaxed. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, down dog. Inhale into plank. And with the knees down, exhale, bring yourself all the way down. So hands by your low ribs. Inhale, push up into cobra. Exhale, come down. So one more like this. Inhale, roll the shoulders down. Keep the space between the shoulders and the ears. Exhale, down. So now bring your fingertips outside of your mat so that you form a right angle between your forearm and your upper arm. And inhale, you lift up for cobra here. And then bring one shoulder down, then the other. So little waves from side to side, feeling what's happening in the shoulder. Staying with your breath. One more round here. And then calm down. Inhale into cobra or upward dog. Exhale into down dog. Then step your feet towards your hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale to extended. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, right. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down dog. Now inhale, left leg goes up, three-legged dog, and exhale, stay. Keep rooting down through the right heel, lifting the left leg up, rolling the biceps in. And then with the next inhale, shift forward into plank, bring the knee up towards your chest, protract your shoulders, and step the foot between the hands. Inhale, rise into high lunge. Exhale, sink down, back leg is active. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, bring the hands down and sweep the left leg up into three-legged dog. Bend that leg and open up through the hip. As you inhale into three-legged, bring the foot down. Stay here or roll through your vinyasa. So we all meet in downward dog. Step your feet towards your hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, come to standing. Let's go. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step back into down dog. Inhale, right leg up. And then exhale, step the foot between the hands. Bringing the left heel down, so warrior one, foot alignment. And then inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink and settle. So you want to turn your hips forward, but they will be probably facing 45 degrees out, and it's perfectly fine. Inhale your arms up. Roll the shoulder blades down. Keep the belly squeezed in. Hold it. Keep pressing down through the feet, especially the outer edge of the left foot. Exhale, bring the arms down and interlace the fingers behind. So there are, if you don't want to do that, you can just bring your fingertips on a diagonal here for humble warrior. But if you're happy with the interlaced fingers behind you, roll the shoulders back and down. Make sure that the front leg is bent, and then you fold so that the right shoulder is by the right knee. Drop your head down so the crown of the head is pulling towards the mat. So have faith in yourself. You're gonna hold yourself up. Stay here. And then release the hands, lift the back heel, step back into down dog. Hold it here. Now inhale your left leg up. Exhale, step it between the hands. Drop the back heel. We lift up for warrior one. You can bring the arms over the head already. Exhale, settle. Keep squeezing the elbows together. Strong core, strong legs, pretty much everything strong. And an open heart. One more inhale. And as you exhale, bring the arms down. Same drill. Interlace the fingers the other way. Open through the chest, look up. And as you exhale, fold. Bringing the left shoulder fairly close to the knee. Your belly is engaged. All is good. Release the hands, frame the foot. Step back into plank. Knees up or down. Chaturanga. And stay on your belly. So extend your arms out. Bring the big toes together, and as you inhale, lift the legs up. So try to use the strength of your lower back, not just your glutes and your hamstrings, for that lift. And you can either stay here or inhale your torso and your arms. So you're like a Superman, Superwoman kind of thing. Just wonderful people. So hold it here, stay with your breath. And then exhale, release. So rest here for a moment. Collect a little strength. With the next inhalation, come up into cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your feet through. Exhale, fold. Inhale, open up. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale into down dog. Inhale, roll over into plank. And then bring the feet together and spin on them. So you can have the feet staggered or stacked. If you want to, you can stay with the knee down. Coming into side plank. So use your internal obliques, push down through the fingertips, corkscrew your shoulder in, and extend the left arm out. So notice how that feels. Stay strong, keep squeezing your belly, and then inhale your left leg off your right, and then bring it behind you. So land on the ball of the foot, and from here you push your hips up and rotate the chest out for wild thing. So that's one of the ways so you can enter the pose. So the pose tells the story of the enraptured heart, whatever that may mean for you. Then bring the left arm down, roll back into plank. We might as well do the other side. So I'll go this way so you can see it better. Spin on the feet, staggered or stacked, wherever you want to be. Keep lifting your hips up. So as though there was a balloon, helium balloon tied to them. Extend your right arm. All is good. Stabilize your shoulder girdle and embrace the wobbles. Inhale your right leg up, even if it's an inch, and then bring it behind you. So once you've landed, then push up and roll out. Feeling the openness through the body. Smile. And then slowly roll back into plank. Drop the knees down and slide back for child's pose. So relax your shoulders. Grab a drink. Just not too much. So stay with your knees apart so you can drape in the space you've created. So the belly is still squeezed in. Feel your breath expanding sides of your body. Feel the support of the mat holding you up. What other sensations can you feel? Now bring the knees together. Extend your arms out. Press them through the fingertips and push back into downward facing dog. Then step your feet to the hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, come down. Then inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale, half lift. And exhale into down dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, step it between the hands. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, stay. Then inhale, lower the back heel. And exhale, bring the arms behind you, interlace them, and then fold into the space. So stay here for a breath. Exhale, spin, step back into downward facing dog. Then inhale your right leg up, and then shift your weight forward. So you come onto the ball of the foot, the left foot, and then you spin, bending the right leg so that you can slowly lift the right hand off the mat, and then roll the chest out for wild thing. So that's another version of getting into the pose. Inhale, come back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga of your choice. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, rise. Exhale, stay. Drop the back heel. Interlace the fingers behind you. Open through the chest. And as you exhale, fold. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, release the hands. Inhale into downward dog. Exhale, stay. Inhale, left leg up. And then as you exhale, gently shift forward, bend the left leg, and begin to spin so you can land the left foot with control. And then open through the shoulder, through the chest. Let it feel good and expansive. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, drop the knees down. Slide back for child's pose. Stay with your breath. It doesn't matter how well you did or not so well in your opinion. What matters is that you tried. That you are courageous enough to open your heart and give it a go. Now as you inhale, lift yourself back up. And we're going to try camel. So we're going to start in the toe squat. And grab your block. This one might be a bit too thick, but I'll give it a go. Place it between your thighs and squeeze it. So you see all that power coming from your thighs. And then here, staying on the toes. And begin to lift up, keep squeezing the thighs, rolling them in. Firm your lower belly and bring the hands on your hips so that your thumbs are on the sacrum, so the bony bit between your hips. Roll the shoulders back and down and keep lifting the chest, the sternum up towards the sky. Keep squeezing the elbows together, squeeze the block. Keep lifting the chest up and focus on finding as much length through the spine as you can. So quite often you can see something like this. So then there's a lot of compression here rather than lifting up from the hips, leading with the chest rather than just going back. So bring yourself back to the center and you can release the block. So now you got the hang of what's happening with the thighs, because when you roll them out, that creates compression in the sacrum, and this is what we want to avoid. So that's why we need to roll them in and lift up from the hips. So starting again on the toes. Thumbs in the sacrum, open through the chest and lift up. So focus on lengthening through the spine. If you have any issues with your cervical spine on the neck or anything like that, you can just keep the chin here. But if you want to, you can drop the head back. It's entirely up to you. And then from here, you might want to drop the hands onto your heels. So re-establish the pose, roll the thighs in, open through the chest, length through the spine, lower belly is engaged. And breathe, all is good. Then bring the hands back onto the hips, bring yourself back to the center, and lower down onto your heels. So pause here. Back bends are really energizing, but they can also make you feel very vulnerable. But isn't keeping your heart open the most courageous act that you can do? And on top of it all, if you add the openness through the neck, then your throat is exposed. So that can only add to the vulnerability aspect. But then again, when you open up through the throat, you connect to the center of communication and the center that governs self-expression. And don't you think that speaking your own truth can make you feel very vulnerable? So let's go again. So if you were happy, or if you found the version on your toes in any way challenging, then do it again. Otherwise, you can keep the feet flat. Focus on rolling the thighs in Lifting up from the hips, hands on your hips, thumbs on the sacrum, open through the chest. So roll the shoulders back and down and lift the sternum up. So just stay here for a moment. Breathing deeply into the chest, your belly is engaged. If you want, you can drop the head back. All is good. In a safe place. And then inhale, slowly bring yourself back into Vajrasana or Virasana. So the difference is that Virasana is sitting on the heels and Vajrasana is sitting between. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I always get these two mixed up. I know, nobody's perfect. So stay here, tuning into the space of your spiritual heart center. How did it make you feel? Did you feel anxious? Did you feel good? Because sometimes backbends can feel very vulnerable and that you're very exposed, but sometimes it can feel that you're really opening yourself up to all the goodness in the world. So let's go again. Last time, I promise. So version 1 or 2, or we can try this one. So starting the feet flat, roll the thighs in, lift up from the hips, long spine, and then keeping the lower belly firm, so to support this structure, finding as much length through the spine as you can drop one of the hands down, the other one keeping the length through the spine and the spaces between the vertebrae. Breathe into your chest. All is good. If you want, you can drop the head. Two more rounds of breath. Keep the breath deep and long. You're safe. You're good. And then bring the hands back. Lift yourself back. Head comes last. And come into a seat. Tune into your breath. Tune into the energy around your body. So the energetic space that we create with thoughts, our responses, like reactions. And then gently and slowly transition onto your back. I'm going to do some nice twisting now to release the spine. So just for now, stay in constructive rest pose, knees falling in towards each other. Bring one of your hands on your heart, the other on your belly, and close your eyes. I choose to be open and accepting. How does it make you feel to say it? And release the hands and draw your right knee towards your chest. Left leg is extended. And just give a nice squeeze. If it wants to slide off the body, allow it to be so. And holding the knee with the left hand, drag it across your body. So keep the right shoulder blade on the mat. Keep your belly engaged. Close your eyes and allow gravity to do the work of pulling the legs down. Feel what's happening in your spine. Where can you feel most of the twist? So after any back bending, you need to stay in a symmetrical pose so the spine can settle. And then after that, twists can help you reset it. So back bend's really good, like TLC option for your spine, because you really energize it, you let it settle, and then you bring like fresh blood flow to the disc between the vertebrae and the twist. Notice what's present, what thoughts are going through your mind. See where else you can let go. Where are you holding on to, where you don't need to. So next inhale, bring yourself back to the center. Pause here for a moment. And then let's swap legs. So, left knee in, right leg out. Give it a nice squeeze. Notice how your hips are feeling. They're perhaps more open after the practice, or maybe nothing's changed. And drag the knee over the body. Notice what's happening to your left shoulder blade. Draw the navel closer to the spine. Like you aim to bring the chest the opposite direction to where your hips are going. As you breathe in, bring yourself back to the middle. Draw the knees up towards your chest, not for a big squeeze, just a gentle hug. Rock from side to sides. Be gentle, let it feel good. And then roll yourself up into a comfortable seat. You can sit on the block or a cushion. I'm going to do a short meditation before final Shavasana. Don't worry, I wouldn't take that away from you. So once you've found where you want to sit and that you're fairly comfortable, close your eyes. So find length through the spine, reaching up through the crown of the head. Roll the shoulders back and down and feel the sensations in your body. Bring your awareness to your fingertips, to your thumbs, your index finger, your middle finger, your ring finger, and your pinky. Keep your awareness exactly on your fingertips and notice what you can feel. Stay focused on your fingertips and what's present. You perhaps feel a warmth in that area. Maybe some gentle tingling. Maybe nothing. Keep honing your attention to your fingertips. To your thumbs, index fingers, middle fingers, ring fingers, and pinky fingers. Bring your awareness to your fingers. Notice what's happening just with your inner gaze. and feel your body from within. Hone your attention to all the fine and very subtle sensations. Okay. Focus on the pinky fingers, ring fingers, middle fingers, index fingers, and your thumbs. Take a deep breath in and exhale softly. If you can, keep your eyes closed as you transition onto your back for Shavasana. Giving yourself a well-deserved break, moment of restoration, relaxation. Relax your physical body. Keep the breath neutral and observe the sea, the ocean of your mind. And one of the first verses of Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, it says Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha, and that's translated as that yoga quietens the fluctuations of the mind. So all the thoughts, all the experiences, all the sensations that we encounter moment by moment can cause some sort of a storm in your mind. And yoga helps you remove or lessen those fluctuations across your mental landscape or seascape in this metaphor. So spending a few mindful moments connecting to your body, letting go of the weight of the day, and sometimes it can be quite heavy, can help you tap to what really matters. I choose to be open and accepting. Allow yourself to be and allow yourself to feel. Start taking fuller, energizing breaths in to reawaken the body. Roll over onto one side and come into a comfortable seated position, keeping your eyes closed, your spine tall, your heart and your mind open. Now bring the hands at your heart and gently bow your head, finding and expressing gratitude yourself and your body. Now let's close this practice with one round of Om. Allow yourself to bathe in the vibrations of the universal chant Om. And softly open your eyes. Thank you very much for your practice with me today. Namaste. And before you move on to get on with the rest of your day, try to keep this stillness, this nirodha that Patanjali spoke of, to keep the fluctuations in your mind as very gentle waves in the ocean, so you don't just jump back into the hustle bustle of your life, but actually try to take a piece of this practice with you wherever you go. Okay. Hi. Oh, thank you, Sandra. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Yeah, we haven't done back bends in a while, just focusing on the core and strengthening the shoulders. But really, the strength of the shoulders is important, especially, the wild thing. I remember that I couldn't do it on the left side for a very long time, because my left shoulder was significantly weaker than the right one. So, don't worry. Practice and all is coming, and it's often quite funny when you focus on something like, let's say, back bends, and then you get to the point of like, no, this is boring or whatever. You move on to, I don't know, hip openers or like core, and then you come back to your back bends and you realize how much you have open, how much space you found, and also strength and stability in other parts of the body. So hope that this has helped you realize what's important about keeping the heart open and being accepting, and that you'll come back for core, because I know I love core. I love core. Oh, brilliant. Feel longer. That's one way to feel after a yoga class. Yeah, no, just so often we just spend time like being like this with phones and like keyboards and cooking, whatnot. And so it's just nice to undo this and open your heart, welcome the world with your arms wide open. Okay, so I've been offered an exciting teaching opportunity, and for this reason I needed to drop one of the classes. So the Thursday one will be on Zoom. If you'd like to book, then head to bookwen.com//yogawithmags, for a bit more interactive yoga class, as to speak. So there will be no Zoom class on Sunday. But I wholeheartedly invite you to join the Thursday class. Then, we can perhaps meet, on the screen. But it would be nice to see your faces if you want to be seen, obviously. And yeah, if you have any requests for the Thursday class, send me a direct message and I'll sure include that in the practice. Otherwise, I hope you have a lovely evening. Make sure that you check out the meditation space if you would like to explore some of the inner work through accessible meditation techniques. It will be delivered by myself and my best yogi friend, Natalia. We did the training course together, and so you're in for a treat, even if I say so. But otherwise, I'll see you on Thursday, and take care. Much love.